Yes, the Ministry of Finance stated today that a sum totaling 29.9 billion US dollars in foreign debt was acquired by the Sri Lankan government. The 9-year aid period spanning from the 1st of January 2015 to the 31st of December 2022. Meanwhile, in a recently released summary on Sri Lanka's public debt, the ministry said that at the end of June 2022, Sri Lanka's total public debt stood at 79.87 billion US dollars.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe said in Parliament today that Sri Lanka's debt negotiations with China and India are successful, signalling progress in the country's effort to secure a $2.9 billion US bailout package from the IMF.
දැන් අපිට ඉතුරු වෙලා තියෙන්නේ ඉන්දියාවයි චීනයයි එකඟත්වය ලබා ගන්න අපි දැන් සාකච්ඡා කරගෙන යනවා. දැන්ට ඒ සාකච්ඡා සාර්ථකයි කියලා මට මේ සභාවට කියන්න පුළුවන්. ළඟදී අපිට මේ පිළිබඳ පිළිතුරක් ලැබෙයි.
Meanwhile, late yesterday, India formally notified the International Monetary Fund that it would support Sri Lanka's debt restructuring plan.
සාර්ථක ප්‍රතිඵල ලැබිලා තියෙන බව විදේශ කටයුතු ඇමතුමා කැබිනට් මණ්ඩලයට දැනුම් දුන්නා. ඉන්දියාවත් චීනයත් ජපානයත් අතර එකඟතාවය ඇතිවීමෙන් පවතින බවත් ඒ එකඟතාවයන් මත ජාත්‍යන්තර මූල්‍ය අරමුදලේ ගිවිසුමත් මුල් කාර්තුවේදී අත්සන් කරන්නට ඉඩ තිබෙන බව තමයි ප්‍රකාශ.
President Wickremesinghe also stated that Sri Lanka recently concluded debt restructuring talks with Japan. Until recently, debt negotiations proceeded at a slow pace, with creditors raising concerns on the size of losses they are willing to accept and whether local debt should be included in the restructuring process. Releasing a summary of Sri Lanka's public debt late last year, the Ministry of Finance said that Sri Lanka's total public debt as at the end of June 2022 stood at 79.87 billion US dollars. The central government debt claimed 88% of the total public debt, standing at 70.06 billion US dollars, which is equivalent to 127.2% of Sri Lanka's GDP. Guaranteed SOE debt stands at 6.63 billion US dollars, while the central bank's debt stands at 3.17 billion US dollars. Meanwhile, the total public debt of Sri Lanka as at the end of June 2022 amounts to 145% of its GDP. The Minister of Finance also released data on the amounts of foreign debt acquired by Sri Lanka for the last 8 years, spanning from the 1st of January 2015 to the 31st of December 2022. Accordingly, 29.9 billion US dollars were obtained by the government as foreign loans during the period. As per the statement by the Minister of Finance, 6.18 billion US dollars were acquired by the government of Sri Lanka in 2019, which was the highest recorded inflow of foreign debt within the last 8 years. 2018 recorded the next highest inflow during the period, with 4.96 billion US dollars being accumulated in the year.